DC, and this is Shop for Point News. Join us as we wrap up the week in social media and pop culture news. The internet waits with bated breath about the April 24th release of Marvel's Avengers Endgame. After suffering a devastating loss in the last film, literally being cut in half, our heroes return to take on Thanos in what is sure to be the big movie of this summer. I'm looking forward to it. I bet you are too. Hell, Nick DeOrio is getting a pre-screening of it days before it comes out. Everybody's really excited. But like anything that's good and great and makes a lot of people happy, there's always somebody somewhere that's going to have a really, really stupid complaint. TheInquisitor.com reports Brie Larson's look in Avengers Endgame clip criticized for being too makeup heavy. Shad Shahid writes, after a few weeks since Captain Marvel's release, audience were finally able to see Marvel among the other Avengers in the Endgame clip. And they were not pleased. As reported by IO9, fans are upset on how much makeup Captain Marvel, or Brie Larson, sports in Endgame scenes, although there is an explanation. Yeah, I'm sure hordes of Marvel fans' breath was just taken away by the use of makeup by Brie Larson. No, I'm thinking it's just a bunch of SJWs making a big deal out of nothing. Shahid goes on. Fans on social media seem to be making the connection that Captain Marvel, directed by a man and a woman, showcased a true representation of a female character, while Avengers Endgame, directed by two men, show the character through the male gaze. In fairness to the article, it does go on to say that director Brian Russo was approached this, and he actually had to speak out about it at a press junket. He explained to oversensitive idiots all over the world that he allows his actors and actresses to make their own artistic decisions when it comes to things like makeup and hair. So Brie Larson actually decided to put that makeup on. So it was of her volition. Crisis averted! Now I want to know what you think. Too much makeup? Maybe much to do about nothing? Let me know in the description. Who cares what you think? I ain't Phil DeFranco. Go watch a movie and have a good time. Real simple. Keemstar. In a video by SFTP's own Nick DeOrio, he was able to expose Keemstar on his own channel for trying to capture Just Destiny's IP address, doxing and publishing that dox to other YouTubers that didn't like him, as well as trying to pin a phony racist rap on the YouTuber. Nick was able to record Keemstar after they entered a Google Hangout together under the guise that he was going to help with this particularly stupid project of trying to smear Just Destiny more than was necessary. Nick also uncovered in this idiotic gay op collaboration between the group known as the NCO, a chat group on Twitter that includes some pretty powerful YouTubers. Now, none of the names you might recognize of those powerful YouTubers actually made it into Nick's video. A very small percentage of the NCO actually participated and collaborated with Keemstar. The NCO's name is kind of taking a black eye as of late. Now, I guess it's the part where I have to recuse myself. Full transparency, I did participate in helping along Nick's video, and I did participate in the NCO at one point. To really get the full spectrum of what happened, I highly recommend going in the description box below and clicking on Nick's video. That's right, Keemstar decided to do a gay op with one of my guys. And I guess he thought his celebrity was enough to shield him. Not a joke. Dr. Disrespect was approached by a fan for some relationship advice. The doctor struggled through it and gave some of the, I don't know if it was the worst advice I ever heard, but it is guaranteed to not help you at all. Guaranteed. Call on the love phones instead. Yes, here's the doctor struggling through it, and I'm sure he meant well.
Missy, thank you for the 5. Doc, my boyfriend of 3 years just broke up with me. I feel like I could barely make it through the day. What can I do to feel better, not feel like I'm dying all the time? I would go jump into a swimming pool. Or if you're near the ocean, go catch some waves, or just let the waves pound you to death, right? Actually, probably should have rephrased that. Let the waves crash into you, and then feel the wave What I'm saying is just, it's like throwing a cold bucket of water on your body to wake you up.
Still hates my guts. He's not going out with me. A lack of sportsmanship rears its head once again at a major esports event, this time at an NBA 2K event. Click's player OFAB didn't seem to want to do the traditional handshake after their team lost to the Hawks 58-68. That led into a bump and a melee ensued. Now, in my opinion, through watching esports for the last almost 10 years now, there is a sportsmanship deficit problem. The stuff that's allowed to go on and raging and things of that nature seem to be a little more prevalent. Not that they don't happen in major sports, but in esports they seem a lot more common, and I think it reflects really poorly on esports. And you know the mainstream media is trying to kick it to the curb every chance they get, stomp at it, show everybody that they're just a bunch of racist scum. This stuff doesn't help. And no, the fact that they didn't shoot each other this time and it only ended up in a shoving match is not an improvement. Earlier this week, Source Magazine actually tweeted out the video of the murder of Nipsey Hussle. I kid you not. Predictably, this led to outrage well beyond the hip-hop community. Source Magazine did end up removing the tweet. On April 11th, Nipsey Hussle was laid to rest in Los Angeles, California. Twitch streamer Naravu? I hope I'm getting... No, I don't. I hope I don't get it right. Who cares? Naravu? I don't know. How about Thought of You? Well, that's stupid too. Yes, she admitted to drug smuggling.
Look, I smuggled weed into Arizona and back. I smuggled shrooms from New York to here. I've smuggled Xanax all the way from Mexico to LA. I can do it again. It's fine. I get off on like smuggling drugs.
What do you want from me? Commentary? She smuggles drugs. She likes it. She gets off. Case closed. Painfully terrible child actor and wannabe internet person, Will Wheaton. Normie spoke out recently about his disdain for PewDiePie. Hi, Facebook. On the one hand, I am heartened to discover that you know so little about me. Your algorithms seem to think that I want to follow a racist piece of shit bigot. On the other hand, fuck you for recommending and providing a platform for this racist piece of shit. What an asshole. Hey, Will, can you really blame the Facebook algorithms for not knowing who you are? I mean, Star Trek was 30 years ago, you fart. Hey, that's it. That's all I got for you on this week's episode of Shot from the Point News. Listen, I know I said this a while back that I'm going to produce more like single story issues, and we put these multi-issue videos once a week, and I know I haven't come through on that as much as I would have liked to. But I promise I'm going to be putting, I'm just ripping off memeology, just like I said last week. I'm going to rip off memeology. I'm just going to put text up there. No, I really want to do some of these single issue stories and get them out there and start pumping stuff. But due to recent circumstances, DeOrio and Keemstar and Nancy, I haven't been able to work that out just yet. But yeah, expect to be getting a lot more notifications from this channel real soon. And then, of course, we'll have either me or some of the other staff do the, well, we'll highlight the stories that we like at the end of the week. I'm like Brian Russo. I allow the artists to make their own decisions on what they choose to highlight on the weekly episode. So check with the Shot from the Point News on Twitter. Follow us. I'll kick them in the butt too and try to get more news on that particular Twitter feed. And I'll leave you with this moment of zen. Oh wow! Now I'm ripping off Jon Stewart. Yes. Boogie made a trip to the dentist, and it's hysterical. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next week.
All right, I'll clean you up better in a second. I love you. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Marry you.
Oh, I'm cute now. I'm very cute now. What about you?
What about me?
Marry you.
Sorry?
Marry you.
Marry you?
I love you.
I love you too. You don't want to marry me though. I'm a miserable guy.
My dick's a bigger dick than Jake Paul. I've been moving bricks like I'm on the fall. Fuck the little bitch, make his dick wet. Little palm with small skin. Grab a pussy then don't drop. Get high, man, ass and all.